Yo, what's up, guys? Tough loss for the Toronto Raptors the other night, losing to the Dallas Mavericks 125-118. Now, guys, obviously we saw at the start of the game, Jakob would be returning to the starting five. He was obviously dealing with an illness, so he couldn't play against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And we'd also be seeing Kelly Olynyk making his season debut. He was been dealing with a lower back issue all season, guys. So it was great to see Kelly Olynyk get some minutes in this game against the Mavericks. Now, to start the game, guys, I didn't think the Raptors played bad at all. They started the game pretty well, you know. They were pretty tight with Dallas. But then after, guys, about halfway through that first quarter, Dallas went on a 15-2 run, guys. And it was the Kyrie Irving show, guys, in that first quarter. Absolutely incredible showing by Kyrie Irving in that first quarter, guys. Kyrie Irving got 16 points, 5 for 6 from the field, 4 for 5 from three-point land. And he also had 5 rebounds, guys. Kyrie Irving put on a spectacular performance in just that first quarter alone, guys. He is such an incredible basketball player. Just watching him, the way he dribbles, the way he shoots, the way he drives to the net. He's just a beautiful basketball player, honestly, guys. And Dallas was shooting the ball really well in that first quarter, guys. Dallas shot 56% from the field, guys. You know, 6 for 13 from three-point land. They did a really good job. They out-rebounded the Raptors 17-7, guys. Dallas was really dominant in that first quarter, guys, especially shooting the basketball. But in the second quarter, guys, and the same thing in the first quarter, guys, the Raptors were taking ill-advised shots, missing a lot of wide-open shots, guys, missing open layups. You know, the entire first half, the Raptors were doing that, guys. But Dallas, guys, their superstars decided, okay, you're going to dominate one quarter and I'm going to dominate the other quarter. So Kyrie Irving dominated the first quarter, and then Luka Doncic decided he's going to dominate the second quarter, guys. Luka Doncic, he had a great second quarter, guys. I'm pretty sure he had like 12 points in that second quarter. He was spectacular in that quarter, guys. And what can I say? It's the same thing about Kyrie Irving, guys. Luka Doncic is a spectacular basketball player. He's just a great shooter, can drive to the lane, guys. Phenomenal passer. He was showing that in this game. He made some great passes as well. Him and Kyrie Irving were making an absolute mess in that first half, guys. Look, they combined for over 30 points, guys, in that first half, guys. 32 points combined, guys. They were absolutely lights out in that first half, guys. The two superstars Dallas has, and even Klay Thompson was shooting the basketball well in that first half. And Klay's a great added piece for this Dallas Mavericks team, guys. But in the third quarter, guys, the Raptors continued to struggle a bit, unfortunately. You know, Scotty Barnes, RJ Barrett, and Jakob were doing most of the scoring for the Raptors in that first half, guys. Scotty Barnes was really good in that first half. He had 9 points, 9 assists, 4 rebounds, 4 for 7 from the field, guys. Scotty was really doing well. You know, RJ was shooting the ball well at some times in the game. Jakob was doing well. Those were the only 3 guys really contributing offensively for the Raptors, guys. Now, Grady Dick was really having trouble shooting the ball. He was like 3 for 11 going into the fourth quarter. Ochai wasn't shooting the ball well. You know, so the Raptors didn't get much contributions really from their bench as well, guys. Only a few guys contributed, guys like Jonathan Mobley and Jacoby Walter. But those 2 guys in the fourth quarter really contributed because the Raptors at the end of that third quarter, guys, Dallas was up by 24 at one point in that third quarter, of course. The Raptors went on like 11-0 run to end that third quarter, and they continued their very good play in that fourth quarter, guys. The Raptors showed a lot of resiliency, a lot of fight in that fourth quarter. They narrowed it down to close to 5 points, guys. They were so close to tying this game at one point. But Dallas, unfortunately, guys, you know, when you got 2 superstars like Kyrie and Luka Doncic, they're going to close out the game for you, and that's exactly what they did. Unfortunately, RJ Barrett got into some foul trouble. He couldn't help the Raptors close out that game. I did like what I saw from guys like Jonathan Mobley and Jacoby Walter. They really helped out the Raptors, brought some really good energy off the bench. You know, like I said, guys, Scotty Barnes had a really good game, even though the Raptors did go on to lose this game. Scotty Barnes had a career-high 14 assists in this game, guys. Like, Scotty Barnes has great eyes, guys, for passing the ball. For a guy with his size, to facilitate the basketball the way he does, he's a great player, guys, and he's only getting better. The only thing I wish from Scotty is, though, Scotty was a little bit more aggressive shooting-wise and taking the ball to the hoop, because at one point in this game, he had caught a rebound. He tried to make a pass to Jakob instead of shooting the basketball. I didn't like that. I want Scotty to go up and be aggressive. That's what I want to see more from Scotty Barnes, guys. But in that fourth quarter, guys, you got to give the Raptors some credit. Like I said, they really battled. Unfortunately, they couldn't cut the deficit down and get this win. But Dallas did deserve this win. They were the better team through 3 quarters, guys. But in the fourth quarter, the Raptors were the way better team. Dallas only shot the ball 47%, guys, after they were shooting the ball so well in the first quarter. The Raptors really narrowed it down. They did a really good job, the Raptors, in that fourth quarter, guys. But listen, guys, we all know what the big problem was in this game at some points was the refereeing, of course. You saw Coach Darko going ballistic in that third quarter. You could hear him screaming. Like the whole entire stadium was quiet. You Darko yelling at the refs, where's the foul, right? So that one play there, man, was absolutely ridiculous. That was an absolute foul on Pirtle there, guys. That's what I felt anyway. And the disparity on the free throws, guys. Dallas was at the line. Look at this. 32 for 37 from the line, guys, and the Raptors are 17 from 18. No wonder why Coach Darko's freaking out about the foul calls and the referees. No wonder, right? It's absolutely ridiculous to see these type of statistics, guys. It honestly really is. But, listen, guys, the Raptors did a lot of good things in that fourth quarter. The problem was their defense wasn't so great in the first half. You know, Dallas was making their shots. So the Raptors, once again, you're playing a team that was in the NBA Finals last year, a team that's a lot better than they were last year. These are the type of tests you want to see the Raptors do well against. And listen, the first three quarters weren't great, but that fourth quarter, they really showed some promise, guys. And like I said, RJ Barrett, he had 5 fouls in that fourth quarter, guys. He really couldn't help the team down the stretch. He did come in late, but it was too late, guys. Jakob Poeltl, he had a solid game as well, guys. Look, Jakob Poeltl, he had 20.7 rebounds, 7 assists. He was solid. Grady Dick, like I said, who had a struggling game the first three quarters, 3 for 11, guys. He finishes off the game with 27 points, 8 for 21 from the field, guys. So Grady had a really good fourth quarter. Kelly Olynyk had some really good minutes, guys. 14 minutes off the bench, 13 points, 4 for 4 from the field, guys. 3 for 3 from the field, guys, from free throws and 3 for 3 from the field. Really good job by Kelly Olynyk in his first game back. Obviously, he's on a minute restriction, of course. But listen, guys, the Raptors did what they could in this game. You know, the deficit was too big for them to come back in one quarter. You know, like I said, Dallas is a team that's going to try to compete to get back to the NBA Finals. Like I said, they're a bit deeper this year. Dallas has some good players, guys. Look, like I said, they added Clay. He had 20 points. Had PJ Washington, 13 points. You had Dinwiddie with 11. Gafford with 10. So Dallas had a lot of guys contributing in this ball game, guys. So that's where I think the Raptors really suffered a little bit of this game. You know, Ocha had 4. Davion Mitchell had 1 point. Like I said, Walter and Mobile did really well in that fourth quarter. They finished off with both 8 points each. Right, Jamison Battle only played 4 minutes. He had 0 points. So, guys, the Raptors, unfortunately, didn't do enough to win this game. But really good job by them in that fourth quarter to cut the deficit down. Almost came back and tied this game up. But listen, guys, Dallas is a solid team. But what can I say, guys, about Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving? What a spectacular performance by those two on Saturday night, guys. You had Luka Doncic with 30, 13, and 11, guys. 9 for 20 shooting. And you had Kyrie Irving, 29, 6 and 4, 9 for 14 shooting, guys. Those two there, guys, are one of the best backcourts in the NBA. They are absolutely 2 spectacular basketball players, guys. And the fact that Dallas can have one guy on the court, one guy resting, that is absolutely massive for them. You know, those 2 guys are absolutely incredible. One of the biggest reasons why they went to the NBA Finals last year. Those 2 were vital down the stretch for the Mavericks. And these 2 here are phenomenal superstars, guys. And I'll be honest, guys, I still cannot believe the Atlanta Hawks actually traded Doncic for Trae Young in that swap deal. It blows my mind. The way Luka Doncic was playing with guys, grown men, at 16 years old for Real Madrid back in Spain, and the Atlanta Hawks said themselves, nah, we're going to go with the other guy. It was just absolutely mind-blowing. I bet you the Hawks fans love Trae Young, nice player, but he ain't Luka Doncic. No way in hell, man. This guy here is a bona fide superstar. We all know that. He is an incredible basketball player, guys. So is Kyrie Irving, but Luka Doncic, the guy just impresses me like no tomorrow. You know, the way he just plays the game, guys, is just absolutely spectacular, and I love the way he plays the game, guys. The Raptors have another difficult test coming up tonight against the New York Knicks. So that's another test for the Raptors to see how well they play tonight, guys. So let's see how they do then when you got guys like Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns. Those guys are solid players, guys, you know. So good test for the Raptors to see where they are in the standings because the Knicks are right up there in the East, guys. So let's see how they do tonight. But, guys, thank you very much for watching. As always, click like if you like this video. Subscribe if you guys want to see more content. Go Raptors, go, guys. And remember, if you do not watch sports, you're a more. Ciao, guys.